everyone, it's Olive here from St Mary's Church, and I'm here to tell you another story from the Bible. Do you remember last week Francesca spoke to you in the assembly about a very special word that we're following as our theme for this half term? It was a long word and it was perseverance. And she explained that meant always trying to keep going. Whatever the difficulties, always trying your best and not giving up. Well, I'm going to tell you a story today about a person who did persevere, who kept going and didn't give up when he lost something. Now, this week has been something for me about losing something. About 10 days ago, I lost one of my earrings. It fell out and I didn't know where it had fallen out. I thought perhaps it had fallen in my house. So I searched my house from top to bottom, looking in all the corners to see if I could find it, but it wasn't there. I looked in the car and hoped that it would be there because it was a special earring that my son had given me for Christmas. And I didn't want to lose it. And one earring isn't much good. You need to have both. I phoned a friend where I'd been for coffee and said, "Have you seen an earring?" And she looked in her house and her garden where we'd sat for coffee and said she hadn't found it. Well, 10 days later, I went to coffee with my friend again. And we sat on the same bench, and all the time I was looking around on the ground to see if I could spot this earring. And suddenly the sun glinted on something, and it was the little bit at the back, what's called the butterfly that fixes it in your ear. And I thought, oh, that's good, I must have lost it here. And I kept looking and thinking, well, I didn't really need the back piece, I needed the actual earring. And you know, after a while, I saw that glinting. So after 10 days of looking, I had found my earring, and I was so happy. I came back and I said to my husband, "Rejoice with me, because I found the earring that was lost." Jesus told many stories about things that were lost. He talked about a lost piece of jewellery, and he also talked about a lost sheep and a lost son. And we're thinking about the lost sheep today. Sheep can be called silly creatures because they're easily frightened and they easily follow the lead of one of the other sheep. They don't seem to have minds of their own. And sometimes we call people lots of silly sheep if they're following what everybody else does and don't seem to have a mind of their own. In Jesus' time, the shepherd lived with the sheep, really, because he had to look after them, because there were lots of rugged places with rocks. There wasn't much grass, so he had to lead them to find food, and he had to protect them against wild animals. Well, this particular man was counting his sheep one evening as he brought them back to the sheepfold, and he got to 98 and 99 because he had 100, and there was one missing. What had happened to that one sheep? He must have got lost. It must have wandered away on its own and got lost, and the whole herd came back with the shepherd, but not that one. Well, I want you to imagine you are like that shepherd and you're going with him to find the lost sheep. Please join in with the words that come up on the screen. We're going on a sheep hunt. We're going to find a lost one. What a terrible thing. We are a bit We're going on a sheep hunt. We're going to find a lost one. What a terrible thing. We're a bit scared. What's that? A field. A wide, dusty field. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. We'll have to go across it. Plod, plod, plod. We're going on a sheep hunt. We're going to find a lost one. What a terrible thing. We're a bit scared. What's that? A stream, a cold, rippling stream. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we'll have to go through it. Splish, splosh, splish, splosh, splish, splosh. We're going on a sheep hunt. We're going to find a lost one. What a terrible thing. We're a bit scared. What's that? A big sleeping bear. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no! We'll have to tiptoe past it. Shh, don't make a noise, don't make a noise. We're going on a sheep hunt. We're going to find a lost one. What a terrible thing. We're a bit scared. What's that? It's a bush. A thorny, spiky bush. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no! We'll have to go around it. We're going on a sheep hunt. We're going to find a lost one. What a terrible thing. We're a bit scared. What's that? A cliff. A steep, rocky cliff. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we'll have to go up it. What? Oh no, what's that? One tired little bleat. Two scared lost eyes. A woolly white coat. It's the little lost lamb. Let's reach in and get her. Let's put her up on our shoulders. Now, back down the cliff. Back around the bush. Back past the bear. Shh, tiptoe. Back through the stream. Splish, splash, splish, splash. Back across the field. Plod, 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 plod. Back to the sheepfold. All safe and sound. We finished our sheep hunt. Now we've found our lost one. What wonderful news! Let's have a party. Hip hip, hooray! I think you probably recognised that story, didn't you? Yes, it comes from the story about going on a bear hunt, and we were doing a sheep hunt. In the Bible, the picture of a shepherd is used to describe how God protects us and looks after us. And Jesus said that people are lost when they haven't got a shepherd. He also said there are good and wicked shepherds. The good shepherd will always persevere. He will never stop searching until he has found his lost lamb, even if he has 99 others. I'm going to say a prayer now, and if you want to make it your prayer, you can say Amen at the end. Dear God, thank you that you are a good shepherd. Thank you that you love each one of us and never give up on us. Help us to treat others in that way too, even when it is hard or difficult. Amen. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story, and I shall see you next time. Have a good week. Goodbye.